today is 687 day that I'm here to share lessons I learn. I'm learning. I hope that I support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I want to speak about hardships. Hardships. No one wants hardships. No one wants challenges, setbacks, disappointments, adversities. No one wants that. But that is part of life, and you want it or you don't want it, you will have to experience some setbacks, adversities, hardships. So knowing that every single person you will need to go through that, what we need to understand? We need to understand that we're able to become better or better. So that means you are able to choose if you want to be better or better. And that's why it's very important to understand that every single hardship has positive outcomes. Positive outcomes, and be able to ask, okay, what happened? What happened and what am I able to take out of it? Sometimes not why it happened. What is more important is what happened and what kind of lessons I'm able to learn from it. Because, as I said, every single hardship, setback, disappointment, adversity has a lot of times a positive outcome, and we need to find it and use it for our own benefit. So today I will share 10 things that really every single hardship gives to us. So first one is resilience. So the more hardships you're going through, the more resilience you'll build. The bigger and stronger adversity you go through, the stronger resilience it will become. Now, if you choose to overcome that adversity, if you choose not to run away but go towards that adversity and say that, like eagles are flying above the storm, they go in and they say that, oh, the storm will lift me up higher than I could ever imagine flying. So when you have the mindset that you will go through the storm, above the storm, not run away from the storm, or really go down into the basement and hide and wait until the storm goes by, and when you come out you realize that you didn't get any better because you tried to hide during the storm. So we need to understand that when you really go into the storm, we will build resilience. And as resilience is essential in life, because when you have emotional stability and you're able to control your emotions, thoughts, you're able to achieve anything in life. Number 2 is personal growth. Every single time, every challenge, setback, disappointment has hidden lessons. Not every single time those lessons are straightforward. You're able to know exactly what you learned. So that means you need to reflect and say, okay, so what exactly do I need to learn from this? What kind of lessons I'm able to take away, and what kind of things I'm able to use in the future? What kind of mistakes did I do this time, and what kind of things I need to make sure that I pivot, change, improve, and I get better. Personal growth is important, and that means it's positive. This is a positive outcome of any disappointment, every hardship. Number 3 is stronger relationships. Now, again, every single time when I say something positive outcome, it could be if you choose. Because it could be that a lot of times during hardships, people say that, oh, I want to deal with all the hardships by myself. But if you really want to build relations, you need to be vulnerable, saying that I'm struggling with it. I ask, could someone help me? But that means that when you have something close to you and they're helping you out through the hardship, you become much more stronger, and relationships that you have becomes much stronger. But if you hide, disappear, and really connect, and you disconnect from people, and you try to figure out everything on your own, of course, it's hard to say that those relationships will be stronger. Now, of course, if you come out better of those hardships and you build yourself, you're able to work on your relationships. But sometimes the stronger relationships are built through hardships. So don't run away. Start really connecting with people that you believe and supporting your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. Number 4 is increased empathy. Increased empathy. Empathy is essential to any kind of career. This is a soft skill. Leadership, public speaking, sales. You need to have empathy. So that means every single time when you have a big adversity, you start to understand other people much more. You know that people could go through stuff the same way how you went through stuff. And because of that understanding and being able to put yourself in other people's shoes allows you to be much more empathetic. And because of that, you're able to build yourself better leader, better public speaker, better salesperson, and better manager. Like that, those things transfer so many different areas, and we need to take advantage. And that's why being able to connect the dots during the hardships, take out a positive outcome out of it. Number 5 is motivation. Now, when you're going through adversity, you realize that there's a lot of things that works and doesn't work. And you are motivated. You get motivation to change your situation, improve, get better. Because when you're going through hardship, you never want to go back into the same hardship. If you were struggling and you didn't have any money and your family was depending on you, so that gives a huge motivation, never be in the same position again. So that means that the hardships when you go through, you have that huge motivation, never go back to that. So understanding that motivation is a positive outcome of a lot of hardships. Number 6 is improved problem solving. Improved problem solving. So that means that every hardship has a lot of problems to overcome. If there was no problems, that means that there will be no hardships. But that means because of that, every single time when you go through hardships, that means that you don't need time. What you need is being able to solve the problem that you have now. Sometimes, of course, you're not able to control a lot of things and you need to have time and really need to find different ways to overcome things. But at the same time, a lot of hardships is because you need to have different perspective and work on different things in different way. And that's why you are able to improve yourself, get better, and become bigger and stronger than the problem and solve that problem. And every single time when you become bigger, you're able to really solve problems and bigger and stronger problems and your income will be based on what kind of problems you're able to solve. The bigger the problems, the more money you'll make. Number 7 is clarified values. Every hardship that you have, what it does that you are into reflection mode much more often. Because hardships, you're really thinking, okay, what I supposed to do, what is supposed to change, who I am. And all those questions really allows you to understand what really matters in your life, what doesn't. And people said that during COVID, people really had time to sit at home and really reflect what really matters, what doesn't matter. What kind of values and morals do you want to live by? What kind of beliefs do you have about yourself and others? Because those are really important in life. Because when you start living by your values, you live a much more fulfilled life. So clarified values are the positive outcome of the hardship. Number 8 is adaptability. The more hardships you go bypass, the more adaptable you are. Because you know that you will need to adapt every single time. Every single hardship is that you didn't want that hardship. That hardship will come onto you. You don't. Now, of course, I understand that some hardships could be chosen by yourself because when you're pursuing some big dreams, some hardships could be chosen. And that's important because you want to improve, get better, build your character. And that's an amazing thing. But sometimes some hardships will come onto you without you wanting to go through them. But every single time when you go through hardship, it will make you more adaptable. And adaptability is one of the essential skills to really make things happen in the future as well. Number 9, and I really love number 9, and that is appreciation. The more you go through hardships, the more you appreciate things. It happened for me as well. Till 25, I used to be quite a negative person. I didn't show that. I was a lonely wolf. But when I was able to really grow through that adversity, grow through that hardship, and really find a way to appreciate life and have that more joy, even though I find that sometimes I used to be still negative, but I used to have huge appreciation of my life. So that means appreciation is a beautiful thing. It doesn't matter how you feel. You could be feeling disappointed, have some kind of nervousness. It doesn't matter what kind of emotion you feel. But when you have appreciation, you have a huge hope and belief that tomorrow will be different. So appreciation is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the more you go through adversity and hardships, the more appreciation you're able to build. And the appreciation allows you to feel much more joyful in general in life and really hopeful. Number 10 is personal fulfillment. Number 10 is personal fulfillment. That means that when you go through hardships and you really working towards and getting better, improving, and start seeing those light at the tunnel end, you have that fulfillment of working through those hardships. And that's the positive outcome because personal fulfillment doesn't come just by sitting on your butt. Personal fulfillment is coming by really taking actions and moving forward and really making your life better. And the personal fulfillment is very essential for me. And inner peace is coming from hardships as well. So personal fulfillment, and we need to understand that hardships is building your inner strength, and your external things will come based on your inner strength. So that means when we always align our lives, our external life is always aligning with our internal world. So the bigger your internal world, the bigger your external world. It could be that sometimes this misalignment, that sooner or later it always goes to alignment. I'm a huge believer in that. So that means if you want to have more things outside, more things externally, you need to work hard to make sure that your inside is bigger. Is your inner peace is bigger, your appreciation is bigger, your gratitude is bigger, your values are stronger, you growing yourself, your resilience is bigger. So when you're able to really build those stronger, better, faster, and that internal world is very, very strong, it's much, much easier to build external world. And all those resilience and building values, adaptability, all those are built through challenges, hardships, adversities. And I always admire people who really see the value in hardships and who is pursuing hardships. Because as I said, very, very important thing that sometimes some hardships are not chosen. They fall onto you and you will need to deal with them. And some hardships that you're able to choose by yourself. And it's more powerful because you know that the hardships is making you better. And when you're able to choose the hardships to become better and build stronger character, that is the one of the fastest way to achieve amazing things in life. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.